Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the elect, the elect brothers and sisters, scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, that believe in Yahweh Shah and that are teaching His truth, to the best of their ability, in sincerity and in truth, And this lesson is basically going to be about, because our people, they don't really believe in the prophecies. They don't really believe that the things that we speak, on a weekly basis, are going to come to pass. That's why the scriptures say in 2 Peter 3 that in the last days there shall come scoffers. Saying words the promise of His coming. Matter of fact, let me get that. Because they love America. So they don't want to see this place go. So they'll come up with anything, any reason, any excuse or whatever, to basically say that America will not be destroyed and this place will be here forever. They're in the same mentality as Esau, which is the so-called white man. It's like it says in Psalms 49:11 that inward thought is that house shall continue forever. And Jake is in the same mind state as them. And we are in captivity, and they want this place to go on forever. This place can't go on forever. Because if this place go on forever, it say that no flesh shall be saved. If the days don't be shortened, if Esau's rulership, or if Esau don't be taken out of rulership, man, everybody gonna perish. You have fucking robots walking around. If you leave it up to Esau, that's a fucking mad scientist. But this is 2 Peter 3. And 3 says, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. Yeah, guys doing whatever they want to do. But really, you're going to have people coming up against this truth. Because this truth is going to be offensive. If you are a person of this world. Because this truth, goes against this world. This world goes against the Most High. It says this world is enmity with the Most High. So it's going to be offensive. So you're going to have people that scoff, talk shit, because deep down they're really afraid. They're really afraid because what we saying might be true. They don't know it. But they thinking like, what if it might be a chance that these guys are telling the truth? So they get all emotional and want to come up against the truth. But we here at Great Millstone, other people that teach the same doctrine, we believe that these things are going to take place soon. We actually believe, and that is a gift from the Most High. Ephesians 2:8, that faith is a gift. It got to be something that's given, But yeah, we believe. This is verse 4. And saying, where is the promise of His coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. Yeah, because we go out and we say that the Lord is about to return. He's about to come back and destroy this place. Take down Esau's kingdom. And destroy America basically. And they like, oh, y'all been saying this for how long? People always been saying this. Where He at? When He coming back? It says, for since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of creation. Yeah, they still doing all their the daily things they do in life. They still getting up from work, going to the gym, playing basketball, just, hanging with the kids, clubbing. All these things continuing on. That's like, man, what is y'all talking about? Ain't nothing about to stop. The same thing's been going on, and it's gonna keep going on. Right? It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of the Most High, the heavens of old and the earth standing out of the water and the water, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. Talking about that first death. All right, but yeah, that's really all I wanted on it. All right, that for which was the first death. By the way, if you don't know, that's talking about that flood. All right, with Noah, when the Most High only spared 8 people. All right, but you know that's why it says that the day of the Lord is gonna come like the thief in the night. All right, which it says in 2 Peter 3:10. All right, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. All right, yeah, it's gonna be a thief when the thief breaks into your home. All right, you don't know. All right, unless that's his first fucking day trying to steal something. All right, he making all type of noises and shit. But a thief, a professional thief, you're not gonna know. All right, that he's in there taking your things. All right, by the time you get up, everything gonna be gone. All right, so that's how the day of the Lord gonna be, the day of Yahweh Shah. All right, when he returns, it's gonna be as a thief in the night. It's gonna be unexpected. You know, it's Ezekiel 12:21. It says, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Yeah, they say the things that we saying are not going to come to pass. It's not going to happen. We're false prophets. You know, we don't know what we're talking about, because they see us out on the streets, and they see that we are basically the same race as them. All right, we just niggas to them. All right, we don't look as we don't have any importance because we don't have any type of degree. All right, or we ain't go to college, you know. So we're insignificant in their eyes. All right, so what we saying really don't really matter to them. All right, they just look at us like a bunch of niggas out here trying to teach what they don't know what they talking about. But actually, what they don't know is that we are the true men of the Lord. All right, we hope to be. All right, because ain't nobody out there doing what we doing. All right, we out there teaching the truth, you know, in season and out of season. All right. That's us, we doing that. All right, through the Spirit and probably how about Shem Shah, not of our own will. All right, but he puts the spirits on us to do that. All right, to teach his word. You know, it says, tell them therefore, thus said Yahweh power. All right, the Most High said this. Go tell them I said this. This is what he's saying. It says, I will make this proverb to cease. All right, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel, but say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect at every vision. You know, it says that he said he gonna make that proverb to cease. All right, so people ain't nobody gonna be saying that too much longer. All right, saying that the prophecy is not coming to pass. Most are gonna make them eat them words. All right, it says the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. All right, it's like in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, it says that the vision is for an appointed time. All right, it's gonna come to pass. Let me grab that too. Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. All right, so the Most High has a set time. It has when He wants things to take place. Just because you don't believe don't mean it's not going to take place. Romans 3:3. All right. Let me grab that too. Romans 3:3. For what if some did not believe? Should their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Yeah, so just because you don't believe don't mean that these things are not going to happen. And just because you don't believe doesn't mean that the Most High is going to speed things up. All right, it's going to happen when He wants it to happen. All right. It says, for the vision is yet for an Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. All right, so it's gonna come to pass. All right, people saying that these visions fail us. All right, at the end, you know, it's gonna manifest itself. These visions are gonna come to pass. All right, and you will no longer think that these visions, you know, fail. All right, it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So even though it seemed like it might be taking a minute, all right, it's gonna come. All right, it's gonna come regardless. All right, no matter how much time it takes, All right, because nobody really knows, when it's going to happen, when it's going to go down. It says, no man knoweth that hour. All right? But it's going to happen. Just because you don't know or just because you don't believe, all right, these things are going to come to pass because the Most High is not a liar. Back to Ezekiel 12:24. For there shall be no more any vain vision nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am Yahweh, I will speak, and the word that I speak shall come to pass, and it shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word and will perform it, said Yahweh power. So he's saying that the word that he speaks is going to come to pass. All right, basically what I say is going to happen. All right, he says it's going to happen in your days. All right, the people that's saying that it's not going to come to pass, these things are not true, he's going to show you how true it is, because it's going to happen in your lifetime. All right, because what Yahweh shall say, this generation shall not pass away till all things be fulfilled. So this generation is going to see the return of the Messiah, all right, Yahweh Shah, which is a dark-skinned man, all right, contrary to popular belief. Verse 26, again, the word of Yahweh came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, the vision that he said is for many days to come, and he prophesied of the times that are far off. And you got certain people that just say it's going to happen, but it ain't going to happen now, all right? They say it's going to happen years in the future, 2067, 2000. And, they just start naming. This is, just madness. All right, because I know this one dude, all right, in the world, I used to work with him. All right, he was so-called, a so-called Israelite, all right, but he didn't have the right name and he didn't study under the right people. All right, so he was a lost soul. All right. But he knew that Great Millstone prophesied about the missiles coming. And he's saying, oh, yeah, I believe that it's going to happen, but, it's not going to happen while we're alive. It's going to happen, like, years down the line. Like, bro, that's not scriptural. All right, the scripture say you're supposed to hasten the day. And you talking about some years down the line, all right? But that's the mentality of our people. They want to be comfortable. They want to know that they still got a lot of time left to do what they want to do. All right? They don't want, this place to perish. They still got dreams. They still want to be somebody. All right? It says, therefore, verse 28, therefore saying to them, thus saith Yahweh power, there shall none of my word prolong any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, said Yahweh. All right, so these words are going to be done. All right, everything that you see in the scriptures, the prophecies that have not taken place yet, they're going to come to pass. Ezekiel 2:5, and they, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they will bury his house. All right, we're supposed to tell our people whether they want to hear it or whether they don't want to hear it. All right, because like I said, you're still going to have, like the scriptures say, you're still going to have scoffers, you're still going to have people that don't believe. But does that mean that you should stop teaching? No, you should tell them anyway, all right, just to get that blood off your hands. That's the job of the watchman, all right? Because if you don't, the Most High is going to require their blood at your hand, all right? Their blood is going to be on your hands if you don't teach them nothing, all right? If you don't let them know. It says, for they are rebellious house, yet shall they know that there had been a prophet among them. So when these things come to pass, they're going to know that it had been a prophet, among them. All right, let me get this real quick. Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. And that's what you see us doing today. All right, that's what you've been seeing the prophets doing. All right, the prophets of old been doing it, and the prophets of today are doing it. All right, way before, because I ain't been in the truth that long. All right, but you've been having men, all right, that's before us, all right, going back to the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. This truth's been out there. We've been prophesying against this place. All right, like I said, like the men of old, Jeremiah, Isaiah, they prophesied against great kingdoms. All right, it says of war and of evil and of pestilence, and that is what we doing. All right, the Most High is going to bring evil upon this place. He's going to bring pestilence, all right? Also, he's going to bring a war to this place, all right? World War III, all right? Because the scriptures say that Yahweh, Isaiah 13:5, I believe, Yahweh mustered the host of the battle. So the Most High, he's going to set this thing up, all right? He's going to set this war up, all right, and bring these other nations against this place. You know, they're going to shoot missiles over here, all right? So that's what we prophesy. And the things, and these things that we are saying, these people don't believe it. All right, but check this out. This is verse 9. The prophet which prophesied of peace, when the word of that prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that Yahweh had truly sent him. All right, so then in that day, they're going to be like, damn, they was truly the men of the Lord. All right, and be like, damn, you know, what they were saying is true. All right, it actually happened. All right, they gotta be men of the Most High, but at that time it's gonna be too late. All right, they're gonna be destroyed. You know, and yeah, I get these last scriptures. This is Luke 17:26, and as it was in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. All right, because in Noah, they didn't believe what Noah was out there prophesying. All right, because the scriptures in Peter say that Noah was a preacher of righteousness. All right, and the scriptures say in that time, in Genesis, all right, that the world was full of wickedness. So if you preaching righteousness, I mean, you were condemning people. All right, he was out there condemning people, you know, prophesying, saying that the Most High about to flood this place. All right, but at that time, nobody's ever seen rain or anything come from the sky, so they thought Noah was crazy as hell. All right, but what the words that he was speaking was true though. No matter what they thought, they was true, and it came to pass. All right, it's like I just said, Romans 3:3. Just because you don't believe, don't mean it's not gonna happen. Though it tarry, wait for it. It says, to verse 27, they did eat, they drank, they married wives, they were given in marriage. All right, and they doing that today. All right, they are people out here partying, they clubbing, you know. They just wild. All right, you know, doing whatever their flesh desires. All right, giving themselves over to those demons. Well, they not giving themselves over into it. The Most High gave them over into that. All right. It says, after the day that Noah entered into the ark, the flood came and destroyed them all. So in the midst of them enjoying themselves, that destruction came. All right, like a thief in the night. You know, that destruction came in the midst of them enjoying themselves and being entertained. All right, and the people of America love to be entertained. And the word entertainment basically means basically be distracted. So this entertainment is going to distract them from what's really happening, and it's going to come upon them like a thief in the night. Because likewise, it says, likewise, also as it was in the days of Lot, they did eat, they drank, they bought, they sold, they planted, they builded. But the same day that Lot went out of Sodom, it ran fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, known for homosexuality, all right, they got destroyed. All right, and they was doing the same thing, enjoying themselves, you know, being, you know, doing what, like I said, doing whatever their flesh desired. All right, you know, like it wasn't no consequences. All right, nothing happened right on the spot. So they continued in their wickedness, but then when the Most High got a lot up out of there, destruction came. All right, and they didn't know about it. All right, it was unknowingly. By the time they seen that fire coming, too late. You know, what could they do? You know, it said, even thus shall it be in the day when the Son of Man is revealed. All right, so just like those two examples that the scripture just brought up, it's going to be like that when the Lord returns. All right, Yahweh Shah. When he returns, you're going to see people being entertained, enjoying their lives, living their best life, you know. And in the midst of living their best life, destruction is going to come. And it's going to be over. All that shit going to be over with. All right, that's the lesson, you know. So with that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who gave millstone. Peace and salutations to the Akim and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, preaching the truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom.